Oh. Hello, hello. We are so back. We are so back. Alright, I got story time before, as we let people roll in. Okay. Hello, Donner. Hello, Kate. Hello, Uma. I think, there's like a doctor. Sometimes the chat is like, well, like some people comment before the stream is even up, and like it won't ever show up. But I see you, doctor. You saw my PV for this live stream, right? Yeah. Yes, sir. It's okay, Weebuki. It's okay. What's up, Monsieur? What's up, Tabby? What's up, Clay? What's up, Osu? What's up, Toby? Hello, hello. Riza, how are you? Kier, my goat. Kai. This chapter was absolutely fire. It's Fosing time. Oh, it's been so long. A whole 4 months? Alright, let me catch you guys up, okay? So, last night, I was at a party, right? At a high school friend's place. I showed up a little late because I wanted to like shower and and like not sweat and whatnot, right? So I like come in maybe like a half an hour, probably an hour late because IST, this stuff happens. This stuff happens. Let me show you guys a picture of what I walked into. All right. Hold up, where is it? Do you guys see this shit? Bro, they put my stream on the big screen. Houseki in 2024. I was listening to my own voice walking into the house. I was like, what the hell? Donnie, this is not related. It's tangentially related to Houseki, okay? We're letting people roll in, okay? People gotta come in. They got, YouTube sends a notification, a couple. It was a little cringe, I'm not gonna lie. And I was a little embarrassed. I was embarrassed, okay? I was full on embarrassed. You made it around the parties? Okay. Now you make it sound like I just get around. Did everybody get a chance to finish the poll? Was this the best returning chapter from hiatus? We had chapter 96, which came at the end in June 2022 of our biggest hiatus. And then I didn't really count like the break between 98 and 99 because that was like a month long, and Ichikawa usually takes a break like for volume releases, and that's when volume 12 came out. So like I didn't really count that. So chapter 100 was a return. Then we had like the 3-month break, and then we had 102 or 103 as a return. And then finally we're here. 106, baby. Shout out T-2 chapters. Is that what we're thinking? Is that what we were thinking? T-2 chapters? So I have the counts, right? Ever since I'm not sure if you're on the stream, but they're in the Houseki server. Like made a count of all the pages within volumes, and generally, don't worry, Toby, don't worry. I'm happy that you're here. So generally, a volume is 190 pages long, outside of the like extra pages that they put. If you guys have seen the interview that I did with the letterer for Land of the Lustrous, he talks about how the volume is actually segmented into 14-page like bundles essentially. So if we are to get a smaller or larger volume, it kind of has to fit within that. And Ichikawa like understands this because she does work towards like the volume is the final product of like when it gets put into like publication. So like she knows how this works, right? Like she's like really good at doing the volumes, and I'll get to them whenever I talk about the volumes individually sometime this year. But So 190 pages, right? At the end of 105, we were at 109 pages within the first volume, within volume 13. So we had 81 pages left, right, to get to the 190. This chapter was about 24 pages. So we're about 60-ish, a little under 60, give or take. Or 105 was like 20. So anyways, we have like about maybe 20-ish chapters, 20-ish pages per chapter, unless 107, which we know is not going to be on break. It's going to be out next month on my birthday. Shout out Ichikawa. Ichikawa has not missed on my birthday for a break yet. So, you know, she's looking out for me. She's really looking out for me. But 107, unless that's like a 40-page chapter, which Ichikawa has never gone past like 26, 27, we're going to get a 108. Most likely. Very likely. Toby says she's here in the chat as we speak. Oh, hell no. Arigatou gozaimasu, Ichikawa-sensei. If you guys see, a lot of things happened while we were away from October, right? So I went to Anime NYC. I picked up some posters. So I put up the yellow poster, Yellow Diamond over there. So we're all in, like fully locked in. Fully locked in. All right, let me close this poll out. All right, who won for this poll? 106, okay. Interesting. 96 and 100 are pretty tied too. I think 96 was like an insane return. Like, if you guys don't remember my video for it and how wrong I was, like, like, bro, I was so wrong. I was like, yo, who's gonna save Foss? And then we get to 97 and it's just like, dude, none of them give a like, none of them care. Not a single one. Droshin says, who's your favorite gem? Mine is, outside of Foss, Yellow or Cairngorm. Yellow or Cairngorm. Brongo technically saved Foss. What's up, Kier? I'll comb through the chat. You guys know the deal. It's better I don't catch up. The minute I catch up to chat, the stream ends. So, like, I'll read all your messages as we get along to it. But yeah, 106. If you guys didn't see my Twitter thread, I read it literally as I came back. Literally tears, like, streaming down my face, like, crying while I was reading that chapter. Oh. And, like, I read the raws with just the, like, the images. I read them while I was at the gym, like, in the sauna. I was, like, there were, like, other people in the sauna, right? I had my phone out, right? I was, like, literally just, like, reading here. And then, like, tears were coming down my eyes. But, like, it was in the sauna, so I was, like, sweating. So, like, I was dripping everywhere. They had no idea. Like, I was just, like, crying in the corner. Because it just didn't look like that. Bro, that moved me. 106 moved me. Straight up one of the best chapters in the series. Like, it's ridiculous how good she is. And the art, like, she just gets better and better at drawing. Like, I don't understand. Literally don't understand how she keeps, like, upping the ante in her own art. It's crazy. And we got, like, a summary, too, that afternoon published. Like, what is going on? Like, the fact that we are at the end and we got this kind of summary, like, we've never gotten this sort of, like, summary post from Afternoon Magazine for Houseki. I haven't looked for other series that they've done, but, like, for Houseki, like, they've never put out a summary of, like, here the story thus far, right? And it was really cool, one pager. Ichikawa was really, really good at, like, designing covers. Like, that's what she did before she got into Houseki, right? So, like, the little arrows and, like, there's, like, some, like, light, like, brightening textures and, like, shadows on, like, the triangles that she put. Really, really cool. I'll break it down in, like, my actual video. It'll probably come out sometime this week. Like I'm never gonna be like first to publish, just cause like I'm busy. there's no other way. Like I'm busy. One new thing that happened since break is I did get a new job, so like I actually have to work, which kind of sucks. But yeah. What's up, Energy? I missed the summary. Got to look for it because I haven't reread it. It was just so like the summary showed like 2 panels from 102, which was the end of last hiatus, like right before the hiatus started. And then they showed like the last page of 104, which was like Mercury was getting swallowed up by the sun. And then they had a couple pages from 105, just like putting everything together. So like all that was insane. Like it was not really like a summary across the whole thing. Like I know like within the chapters, and shout out Tissel, that's my goat right there. Tissel has been translating the series since the anime ended in 2017, and like I made like a throwaway comment being like, oh, like I wish people translated like the little blurb. You know how like they showed like Young Foss, Moon Foss, God Foss, like they showed like 4 different like images and like showed the progression or something. Tisla actually translated that for us for one of the chapters, and like that's my form of a summary that we normally get. But yeah, this was like a full pager, which was awesome. Yeah, the little thing on the bottom on some of the pages. Also, speaking of the little extra things, we did get an author's note about a certain someone. I don't know who that is. May the soul of Hinako Ashihara sensei find happiness in the next life. Do you guys know who that is? I didn't look it up, so I know I made a thread on Twitter a while ago. Let me see if I can link it. Let me just type Ichikawa. Cause like she's definitely like acknowledged like a death of like an influential artist for her before. Let me see if I can find it. Cause she's definitely talked about another artist before on one of those comments. Usually it's like, oh, we ate some stuff. Oh, here we go. This was for chapter 77. She released this chapter 77 on March 2019. What was the name again? Hinako Ashihara. So in chapter 77, she said that I was surprised to hear that Karl Lagerfeld passed away. I was so sure he was going to live forever. He was a magnificent designer, and I pray for happiness in his next life. So it's very similar phrasing as what we got for this. For this, like I found a picture. There we go. That was from like chapter 77. So something very similar with this chapter. Mars said, I saw the live started and read the chapter fast as hell. I appreciate it, Mars. Good thing you're not. Hey, spoilers for Houseki, by the way. Please, don't get spoiled. All right, what was your favorite parts of the chapter? Let me read the comments right now as you guys put it in. And I do have a surprise for you guys. I do have a surprise. And by surprise, you'll see what I mean. So for those that have been here oh shit. Okay. Let me see. Oh, here we go. All right. So let's give some memberships. This doesn't mean anything, okay? I'm going to gift another 5 more for people that have been here. Oh, I forgot to change the text on that. Oh, that text is ugly. My fault. my fault. So at the end of last year in like November or something, I did like turn on monetization or something like that. You guys can't read that, but couple memberships. So like I'm doing videos for the anime, and I have episode 1 pretty much like put out for a good amount. So I'll put it out in it like for early access maybe next month. Not to like, you guys don't have to support, you know, like not any kind. Yeah, it looks so ugly on the stream. I forgot to change the text. That's on me. That's on me. I forgot to change the text. But you guys don't actually have to support. The fact that you watch these things, like the lives or like the videos, is more than enough. You know, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't get attention from you guys. That's the only reason I'm on YouTube. So, like, the fact that you guys are here, that's more than enough. More than enough. Anyways, yeah, the chapter was a chapter. All right. Yes, sir. Yeah, I can't do like more than 10 because those are free, but the spread "I'll be with you" was just breathtaking. Yes, sir, Donnie. It reminded me of the little, like, the window box for 97 when like the meteors were coming down while Kongo and the doctor were just sitting there. But obviously this is like way more of a bigger scale of things. So good. I did have a question, right? I did have a question. Let me find the exact page. So this was before they left. Foss says, "I have faith in letting Pitapat take care of you all from here on." Who is Pitapat? I thought Pebble was called Pebble, right? Like, am I tripping? Who is Pitapat? Is that the triangle motherfucker? Is he the triangle? Who is Pitapat? Let me see what page. This is on page 7 of the chapter. Again, I'm not gonna put the panels up because it's way too risky. But you guys can read along with me, right? You guys have already read it. Bro doesn't remember Pitapat. This is just like 96 stream all over again when you guys were clowning me on not recognizing the gems as Lunarians. Like, it's the same. Now we have actual rocks. Like, I know Pebble. I know the triangle motherfucker. I know the flat rock. All the others, like, I have no idea who they are. I don't think they even get introduced. What's going to be really funny is when we do get volume 13 and the character introductions are literally just the rocks. Like, they're literally just the rocks. I would lose my mind over that. Like, that would be one of the best, like, one of the best character introductions that she puts out. Like, bro forgot Pitapat the goat. Who is Pitapat? Who is Pitapat? Tell me. Why is Pitapat taking care of everything? Yeah. Okay, Osu brought up a good point. When they were up on the ship, so my first reading of this was, let me find the page. Okay, this is page 17, right? So we have like a far away, like we have a close-up cut, we have Pebble, and then the text says both he. We cut away, we see like a bunch of the rocks, and then it looks like it's the small bead right next to Pebble, right? Like right in the foreground of Pebble, where it says both he and you are correct, right? I thought that was the Bodhi seed that Foss picked up. That's like what I think was the representation of Mother Earth, right? I thought that was the rock. But like when they zoomed in, it doesn't look as dark as like it's been shown the entire time. So I don't know who's talking. Also, how did they gain like the knowledge to talk all of a sudden? Because they didn't talk last chapter, right? And we know for a fact that there's literally no like time delay between chapter 105 and 106. All right, is everybody confused on this? Who the hell was talking? What do you mean both he and you are correct? Yeah, and then what was that core power, bro? Bro, Brongo literally like Sharingan activated his like he's like, let me lock in. Like Brongo literally locked in. Donnie says, instead of getting lost at the art, I'm having a hard time trying to visualize it. Like, the scale of it all. I don't know how, like, if we... Okay, this is a big if, right? If we ever get to the anime, like... I have no idea how they're gonna send this off. Because I think, like, me and Kier were talking about how, like... when Foss turns into, like, the blanket, or maybe when they turn into God form in, or after the prayer or something, like, they switch from complete 3D to 2D in the anime. But again, this is, like, hundreds and hundreds of chapters. Like, we're not gonna get this in season 2, or maybe a season 3, but, like, who knows how long, like, I'm gonna be old. I'm actually gonna have, like, gray hair by then. Like, who knows? How they even animate their... Yeah, right, Bag? Like, I don't know. Mike says... Hey, Mike, glad to see that your account is back, my guy. Glad to see you're back. My favorite manga character is Mike Wazowski from... Who the f... Is that from, Monsters... No, wait, is that... Is that what people are calling Bronco? Bruh. Is that Bronco? Bro, I'm dying. I'm dying. Is that Bronco? Mike Wazowski got me geeking. I can see it. Especially with, like, whatever mouth or hell, Bro, Bronco got, like, an eye, a mouth. I don't know if he's always at a mouth. He also was crying this chapter, which is also great. Crying, sweating, a mouth. Dude, Bronco just locked the fuck in. What did he sing? Let this body, oh mine, fly high, fly free. What is this dude talking about? Oh, he has cried before Kai? Okay. Maybe I missed it. I like started my reread a couple weeks ago, but I definitely haven't finished it, so I'll finish it before everything. What else was my favorite? Dude, Tissel cooked with this line. Like, it was straight poetic. I put it in my tweet. They were good by nature, therefore their bittersweet melancholy persisted. I think it plays, like, super, super well. Super, super well with what Doctor said to Congo about how humans are yucky, right? And, like, they have this kind of persistence, but Foss puts it in a kind of bittersweet melancholy. Because, like, Foss's intentions weren't wrong ever, right? They were good by nature this entire time. Like that line in particular moved me to no end. Like, almost as high as yeah, Foss was never... I mean, I will say, right, Donnie, you do bring this up, okay? Like, within the first page, right, of, like, actual dialogue, Foss says, I'm a being that's somewhere in between humans and new inorganic life forms. I was like, yo, Foss no longer human. Like, that title actually, like, literally, like, that title for that analysis that we put out, almost over a year and maybe a year and a half at this point, actually came true. Like, it actually came true. Give me a second. Let me get my water. Like, it actually came true. I was super happy about Foss saying that. It's September 2022. That's a long time. Oh, what's up, Houseki? How are you? Foss has been jobless for a while. Fozomu Dazai. I can't pronounce that right. Evening says Foss returned to humanity video when? Maybe when the series ends. I do have another like hour-long thing planned. It's just I need the series to end before I've been holding off on a lot of stuff. Just because there's always the off chance. I feel like I mention this every stream, but there's always an off chance that the former gems like show up for like a panel or two, and that's like enough, you know. So I don't want to like make anything that like gets outdated immediately. Donnie says I'm the lone soldier on the anti-108 agenda. I mean, the thing is like if we aren't getting a 108, that means the series ends next month, and Ichikawa has to basically put out like double the output of like her normal chapter, which like could she do it? 100%, but is that realistic? I don't think so, right? I just don't think that's realistic at all. Foss versus Saitama. I mean, I was watching this someone like power scaled Foss. This video came out maybe like 7 months ago, and I got to it recently, and like I wanted to comment saying like, oh, like this is cool and all, but the fact that like sure Foss like has all these powers, but the fact that like they haven't used anything. What was that video called? Let me check my YouTube history. I think it was yesterday. I literally watched it yesterday. No, maybe it was Friday. Am I going crazy? It was very recent. Oh, okay, here. Obscure Scaling. Phosphophylite. It's by NS Crisis. You guys can look at my other recommendations. None of that makes sense, but why won't it like? Can you focus? Okay, there we go. That was a video that I watched. It was funny. Very interesting. There was also a RZA creator that translated the entire chapter on a 6-hour live stream. RZA, I know you're in the chat. You're crazy, bro. I was saying like, I think it was the 99 live stream that I did. Like, it was maybe like 2.5 hours, and like I lost my voice after that. So the fact that you did it for like a full 6 hours, huge props, huge props. History reveal AO. That's insane. Like my body not built like that. All right, the drink for today. A little Celsius. I actually like the sparkling cola, but I wanted to try the orange. Yeah, 100%. Give round of applause for RZA. Like, that's crazy. Like, all right, let me try catching up on chat a little bit. Yeah, the chair video was really, really cool. It was a really cool concept. Where did I leave off? Yeah, Kier, the happiest chapter that Ichikawa did put out. For sure. For sure. RZA said, I'm editing it down to those who don't have 6 hours. Didn't you put that out? Wasn't there like a 16-minute, wasn't that like a live stream cut up? Or is this going to be separate? I didn't watch either of them because I don't want to influence, like, I don't want to, like, take ideas from you when I make my video. So once my video comes out, I'll watch all your stuff for 106. That's just, like, my process. I need a mouse. All right, let me slowly start catching up to chat. I'll check both of them. That's the whole, like, benefit of having both of these chats up for me. So I can look at both of them at the same time. Hella convenient. What's up, Mio? What's up, Energy? What's up, Kai? First time joining the stream. Shoutouts, Kai, if you're still here. What's up? What's up? You didn't have a mouse before? No, I did. So, like, this is on, like an actual laptop, and, like, this is, like, my normal, like, MacBook. That has, like, the mouse and everything. This one doesn't. I was just using the touchpad. Does Ichikawa... Blue Bunny says, does Ichikawa have a Instagram ID? She's not on social media. There's a running theory, and this theory is just coming from Kier, so I'm just going to give you credit for it, Kier. That all the Houseki post on Twitter is Ichikawa. Like, that's how she communicates with the world with us, essentially outside of her chapters. Yeah, that's true, Donnie. She does have a site. Can you link it? I haven't checked it in a while. I swear the link hasn't been working. It's actually Titan Bomb. Oh shit! What's up, Mr. Escobar? That's my go right there. Let me click it. Let me see if it pops up. PT. Oh whoa. Okay, when I clicked on it, Donnie, it says the page has been displayed because your SSL settings are not enabled. The issue may be resolved by accessing the H. Oh, okay, hold up. Okay, that doesn't help either. Yo, is her site down? Ahmed says, did you read the Tissel? Always. Always. No way. Ichikawa broke her own site. It's over. Let me unlink it. I'm addicted to Suika game. Ahmed, I'm a Tissel warrior. Alright? I'll read Tissel first and then I'll read everything else. Like, I know Riza put out a translation, so, like, I'll read that when I make my video. Riza, I think you put, like, a imager or something on your server, right? So I'll check it out while I'm preparing, just to compare. But Toby says Ichikawa is right next to me right now, and she says the next chapter will see Lapis 100%. Bro, we gotta stop this copium, please. Please, we gotta stop. We can't keep doing this. There could literally there could be 2 chapters left, right? And there's a chance that we get 107 and 108 back to... So, like, there's a chance that the series ends April 25th, 24th, 25th, whatever, right? Can we stop the copium? Like, please. We can't keep doing this. I guess to be fair, right, we can cope until 108, and then there's, like, no point in coping after that. So, like, true, we might get, like, some Lapis and, like, an art book that comes out with volume 13. Yeah, so, like, I guess we can never stop the copium, right? Like, imagine a year-long hiatus before 108 final. So I was, like, running through the scenarios, right? I literally had, like, the calendar pulled up, and I was like, all right, what if she takes a break after 107? Like, what could be the worst, right? So March we get 107. April could be 108. So, like, that's 1 month of break between March's 107 to 108. I don't think she's gonna put it out back to back, to be honest. It makes my life easier if she doesn't, because then I can I can prolong my copium too. All right. So March to April, April to May, May to June. So, like, usual hiatus so far has been, like, about 3 months. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4. Like, the most recent, our second longest hiatus, like, I made the short, that was 4 months for this one. Wait, I lost track. Hold up. March to April, April to May, May to June, okay? So June to July, that's 4 months, that's the most. Then July to August, that's 5. August to September, that's 6. September to October 25th. So if we do get a break, I wouldn't want her to put it out until October. Does that make sense? Now, is that more than half of a year of a break? Yes. Yes, it is. But look, she actually put out a chapter for the 11th anniversary, right? She didn't do jack shit for the big decade long because we were on hiatus then. Goddamn. Water, is it water bottle or water bottle? One cosplay for every phase. Dear Lord, we're gonna do a Moon Foss cosplay. Oh, speaking of cosplays, I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm slowly losing weight, right? The purpose of this weight loss, not for Brongo, Congo cosplay. So if you're in the DC area at the beginning of August, or if you're in the New York City, Donnie, if you're in the New York City area at the end of August, I might not have any hair, and I gotta deepen my voice, deepen my voice. My voice doesn't get that deep, so. You guys are gonna pretend like I gotta get like broader shoulders, bigger back, bro. Congo is fucking jacked, straight up jacked. So I got a lot of work to do, but it's time. It's time for the Congo cosplay. Joseph is saying I'm going to Phosphor Oda Fest. Oh, that's the one in Canada, right? Unfortunately, I've never been to Canada, so. Will you pray for us? Yes, I'll pray for you guys. Dottie says vertically challenged human trying to imitate a tall, bald jack dude. Okay, fact. I mean, to be honest, I'm nowhere near as tall. Like I'm barely taller than Lapis, I think. It's over. Can we see him in the Lunarian Idol Dia cosplay? Okay, if you guys want a picture of me in anything, like on Mirage's Twitter, when I was there for Anime NYC this past October, I did put on his Moon Foss outfit. It doesn't fit me. So like you can see my love handles and everything, but I did put it on, and then I got embarrassed and I took it off immediately. I took it off immediately. One of my students, I don't know if you're here. I'm not going to say your name just in case you are or aren't here. But there was, what is it? Katsucon this past weekend in February up in Maryland, like National Harbor. And they went as a Dia cosplayer. I was like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy. If you had known, I would have showed up. I forgot Katsucon was this past weekend. I didn't show up, or I would have, and I would have found it. Well, Gato cosplay when? Absolutely not. Kai says you should do Moonfoss after you get super jacked. I can't do any of the gems if I get jacked. They're all they're all skinny, like they're all super skinny. Like getting jacked wouldn't work on any like. Imagine like Pat Paracha jacked, like that doesn't work. Like you need a super slim body, and then I need to go white face because I'm not white. I mean, put baby powder on myself. Bort is jacked. Like they're strong, but like their actual body is not jacked, right? Right? Like their actual body is not jacked. Grow out your hair Bort style. That would take way too long. My hair doesn't grow that much, you know. Oh, that's true. It is a funny. I did see that that buff dude cosplaying Anya. That was funny. Bort is like Baki strength. I don't think they look as swole as Baki. You feel me? You feel me, Clay? But yeah, anyways, Kai, if you're still here, and it's your first time in the stream, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Toby, I already answered if 108 is going to be the finale. And Tara, wow, what's up? Let him cook. It is Judgment Day. Bro, finally the star of the party. Oh, this is when I was talking about my story? Okay. Super Bowl who? Well, it wasn't Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl weekend happened like maybe 2 weeks ago. So, this is just like at a friend's house. Water Bottle says cosplay as the doctor and take an Xbox with you and say it's Bronco. Bro, I gotta take off my lungs. I gotta get a peg leg. No, thank you. Donnie says, "What do you think will happen next chapter?" So great question, Donnie. Thank you for redirecting me properly. So there's like two like notes, right? There's like the note at the top, which is like from new life springs a new era somewhere in the world, and then on the bottom it says the now jobless Foss keeps thinking. So we're definitely like, this might be the time, and I hope I'm correct. This is finally the time we get like some retrospection and like introspection of Foss just in their feelings as like the sun like kills him, essentially. No, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word on YouTube, but Shemha said, "What do you think the ending of 106 meant?" Oh, the Safe Travels? Bro, that ending was crazy, okay? So we had the I promise and I trust you, right? It brought me back to several... Actually, this brought me back to many moments. Like this page, this is page 21, by the way, of 106. This page alone brought me back to so many moments of the series, right? Obviously, we had the piece of Foss getting literally gutted out, broken off a little bit, because, you know, that's the nature of Foss. Like, straight up, obviously reminds me of 103, when we got to see the actual piece of Foss. I did mention that when the magazine cover came out for Houseki, obviously we weren't going to get, like, the cover page or anything, but the little piece of Foss from 103 did show up in, like, the top, upper, middle, like, part of the chapter, so... like, Ichikawa definitely, like, said, like, hey, put this as a promo or gave this as a suggestion, potentially. So, this is how we're gonna do it. So, like, that showed up. Dako, who did the thumbnail for one of the Karen Gorm video, like, Everyone is Selfish, that video that I had, they posted on Twitter showing that, like, this page where, like, Brongo was taking the piece of Foss was like an inversion of when Pad came down and said, like, ripped out like their inclusionless or their piece, inclusionless piece, right? Because they got it from the moon and gave it to Rutile, saying this is a souvenir, this is a gift. So like that was really cool. I didn't think of that, but that was awesome. And then the I promise obviously relates back to Cinnabar's promise and everything. And there were multiple points where I felt like it was a callback to Cinnabar and like their relationship to Foss. And like Brongo and Foss kind of have a similar relationship in a kind of way. Kind of, sort of. Not obviously like 1-to-1, which is fine. And then the I trust you. Like Foss saying I trust you like sent me. Actually sent me. Like 100%. That stuff moved me. Oh. Because there were like two instances that came to me when Foss said I trust you, right? There's the back me up scene when they were with Ghost, right? Like it's this very similar scenario in like putting their faith into them. But the gold in that case was was like reverting it in a kind of way. So like this Foss like losing that piece of them completely and still saying like I trust you, like take care of myself. Now the question is, right, if this is true innocent of Foss and every gem kind of has this like innocent piece in like their heart area. I thought it was his stomach, but like this chapter definitely showed that it was the heart area. Like why didn't other gems like think of it in a kind of way for like self-preservation? Like does it have inclusions on them? Like are there inclusions in this piece? Because it makes me think back to like Lapis knew their head was gonna get chopped off, right? So they gave instructions to those inclusions and kept them dormant, right? Why didn't they put it in their heart, or did they just not know? Is that just not information privy to the gems? Only the Lunarians somehow knew it. Like I'm not too sure. So like the question is, does this piece of Foss have inclusions, and if so, what instructions were given? I don't think we'll find out in 107. I think we'll find out maybe in 108 if we even see this new world. If we even see this new world, then maybe. Riza said that Brongo said that in a previous chapter that there's nothing. In like 103, there's nothing human left, so there are no inclusions. Interesting. So like then why did Foss not have inclusions in there, right? Is it a form of like? Because even though there's no inclusions in there, like Foss can definitely still feel like, is the humanity that they were talking about, like that they were feeling like I would be there for you, like earlier in the chapter, is that like the humanity in the rest of them, or is the humanity in the piece? I guess it's the rest of them if they're not in there, right? Because we did get that inclining for like the face structure where Foss was shown up in 101. I don't actually remember which chapter, but they all left that piece. Okay. Toby says probably there were inclusions in the instructions where be happy. Oh, fuck. Damn. Oh. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Right, yeah. So, like, Bottle was saying, like, the way that they look down, like, they're usually hunched back in this form anyways, but, like, it kind of looks like they were talking to that heart area, so. But maybe even though there is no inclusions there, Foss, like, thinks that, like, there's something still there because they're the ones that fear humanity and, like, the prospect of humanity way more than everyone else, right? Like, Foss knows the true terror of their own motivation, their own desires. So like, I don't know. But that's what I thought of the end, and then we have safe travels, right? So this entire chapter, it kind of felt like an inversion of how like the Lunarians kind of fit, right? The safe travels kind of covers the area of the sun. So like this is comparing chapter or page 23 of the chapter, and what was the other page? Page 11. Okay, so there's a direct parallel between those because that's when the ship kind of broke the atmosphere, which I do think that Foss was the reason why we had that like kind of tunnel thing, right? So where the speech bubble is, and I've talked about speech bubble placement a lot in like the moon, like there's only 2 videos for it, but like the moon videos on like how much significance they have. So like the safe travels is kind of covering the area that was inhabited on page 11, and Foss is just saying goodbye, right? And there was a lot of things on like how these sunspots generally play a role in like obscuring, like, so like the Lunarian ships are literally called sunspots, and like this ship actually looked like a sunspot on the real sun. I think that was like a really, really cool moment. Ichikawa did really good. Did I actually answer the question? I'm not sure. This is how the lies always go. That's why when someone in the Houseki server was like, "Yeah, I don't watch his live streams because it's just not my type of thing," like I totally understand. I'm not expecting you guys to sit around and watch me ramble for a couple of... That's why, like, the videos that I put out are way shorter. But because they're shorter, a lot of things, like, I don't actually include in the videos that don't fit with the narrative of that video, right? So, like, my 105's video was the Sun's Mercy. A lot of information, like, I'll pull up my notes. That I take a bunch of notes, like, post chapter video release and before the next chapter. So all of these are before I even looked at 106. Where are my notes? So, like, it's just like a bunch of random thoughts that I have on there, right? Like a bunch of random thoughts on there. So I'll read a couple of them, like. So this was from like 105. You know how like the cloud that Foss was making felt really, really faded? And I think the fact that it was faded was like twofold. One was because like it's just too hot in the area, but it was also foreshadowing of the actual chapter that Foss's powers are fading, so they couldn't actually do anything to the sun. Now, again, this is a really interesting detail. I just never included it in the video. There was also a pretty interesting line of we'll forget everything. So and it does relate to 106 in the way that, like, if Foss has this piece removed out of them, and I think someone earlier, I don't remember the name, but I like mentioned it, like the true ship of Theseus, like at this point there is no Foss at all. So like, if they die, do they actually fully die, or do they become blank and empty? And I wanted to go back and like look at like how the Lunarians were presented in themselves like throughout earlier in the series, just to relate it. And again, this ties to 106, so a lot of these thoughts might end up in the next chapter, but we'll see. There was like a walking scene in 105 where the ground was actually like lit up from the clouds, which was an inversion of Pad and Foss's interaction, where like the clouds put a dark shadow on it. So that was also a really cool moment that I didn't really talk about. But yeah, like, what's up, Mirage? Streaming during the Carabao Cup finale. Bro, I don't care about soccer. I'm not a sports guy, so literally no one cares. We do not care. we do not care. But thank you for stopping by, buddy. For those that don't know, Mirage is the one I do seasonal recap, where we do talk about anime. All right, we do talk about anime for the season. It's usually on Jules' Twitch, so I'm sure you can find it. We're here for rocks. Drinking that Celsius. Yes, sir. I'm seeing Dune today. Dune 2. On the nicest IMAX that I can find in my state. So, super excited. Hello, Julian. Hello. Julian W1407. That's my goat right there. Don't worry, Houseki. Obsidian, but Zibsidian. Okay. Dune 2 already came out. So there's a fans first showing tonight, actually. Fans first showing of tonight. So I'm going to see it. 7 p.m., baby. My time. Rizza says, what are your opinions on Brongo? I thought Brongo was pretty bad. Like, pretty bad, but like my thoughts change all the time with every new passing chapter. I'm glad that Brongo decided to go back and not leave Foss's chapter. Like, I was like, is this just a repetition of oh, am I lagging? Alright, we good. Mirage says Donnie being a mod over me is some nasty business. Yo, Donnie made certain, he has contributed more. Now he's not so bad, yeah. Brongo's not so bad now. Especially with this chapter, like, everybody does need a Brongo in their life, you know? He was like, yeah, like people were clowning on my mother, so I like killed off humanity. Bro kind of built different. Bro built different. That's that ride or die energy right there. That's what you guys are for me, right? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We don't need no parasocial relationship. um, realistically, when do you think your FOSS video will come out? I don't think I can finish writing the script today because I have a lot of thoughts that I have to put down. So like it won't come out today. I'm like in office Monday and Tuesday, and I work like 12-hour days for both of those. So there's no way that there's no way that would happen. So it would be sometime between Wednesday and Friday, Wednesday through Friday, if I can get something out. Wednesday through Friday. So what are those dates? It's gotta be before March. I wanna. When's Thursday? Thursday's like leap day. Maybe we make it special. I'll say Thursday. This is tentative, all right? So who knows? But I'll say Thursday. February 29th, a special day. Leap year. Brongo got meteors on speed dial. Clay says if someone insults Shamu, it's over for all of you. Hey, no one needs to insult me, but if views drop, that's enough. That's enough of a hit, you know? The views for live streams for Houseki have like tanked as the series has continued. I feel like it's a mix of 2-3 things. Like one is like a lot of people have checked out of Houseki and they're just waiting for it to finish so they can like read it in a chunk, which totally understand. Two is people like I'm the only one that kind of talks about this stuff. Every now and then there's like a creator that comes out for like a chapter, maybe 2 chapters, and maybe they're just bored of me or don't like me. So like again, totally understand. Or like Houseki is just not popular anymore, and everyone's just waiting for season 2. Like those are the three things that I can talk about. Yeah, you can't make yo mama jokes with Brongo. Bro would act up. Bro would act up. I'm still coping for a Lapis return like the last chapter. So like I think we might get some of the old gems in their thoughts, in Foss's thoughts. Maybe in 107. If it's not the last chapter, I think we could get that. Zipsidian says insert season 2 would break the internet comment here. I think Land of the Lustrous will be popular if season 2 comes. It's not coming out anytime soon. Let's be real. So like anime are kind of made for manga sales, and someone I retweeted it. Someone made like a graphic on like the boost that the manga got when the anime was airing in 2017, and it's been high since. Now that we're close to the end, like the anime is not gonna come out while the manga is still in publication. There's no way. Like I don't see that happening. So I don't have that copium. Like Jizzle says, TBH, I like that the community is small. Less chance of discourse. The Houseki community is generally pretty agreeable and chill, mostly in my experience. I feel like it was pretty small, and then it kind of blew up on like my space of not my space, in like the air, like the bubble that I live on, like Twitter. And then like now it's like people don't talk about it anymore because there's so many breaks. So yeah, it's in that like kind of happy middle ground. Foss changed me. For real. Rizza said, me who's only been around for this hiatus. Hey, you probably don't ever have to experience a hiatus, Rizza, so don't worry. Yeah, there's always some like awful takes on Twitter, especially when Yaku hasn't put out a chapter translation since 103. Foseki said that indirect mention of HNK from Watanabe and Trash Stage Prospect gave me a little hope. It gave you hope for that? I had the opposite takeaway from that clip, because I clipped it from the Trash Take. God damn it, Jules. God damn. Ah. Oh. Hey, Yaku, if you're watching. It's been a while, buddy. It's been a while. Yeah, a lot of people have caught up, like, right before hiatus comes back, which is, like, perfect for you guys. You guys didn't have to suffer, and obviously, like, this series is all about suffering, but maybe let's change that around, especially with this chapter, right? Like, suffering's not so bad. Catch up when you catch up. Imagine the people that read this series after the anime, or after the manga ends, like, crazy. I've seen some weird ass takes on Tumblr here and there. Hey, I miss Houseki no Suffering. They did say that they're still alive, which is great. They haven't posted in a while. I didn't know they had a Twitter, so I'll probably follow them and reach out. Evening Devi says, when Brongo says it's hard to say what that maniac would have done for Foss, he's referring to... Oh, to Yama? I really wonder if... Was he referring to Yama? I thought he was referring to Doctor. Let me find the page. That maniac. Where is that? What page was that? What page was that? I think it was early in the chapter, right? Is he referring to Yama? Oh, yeah, because he's wait. No. Okay, so it's page 3 to 4, right? Yeah, page 3 to 4. So, end of page 3 was, if I'm getting this right, my brother and the Moonies, funny nickname, by the way, the Moonies, are telling you to forget about your duties and get on the ship. So, that was Congo and the Lunarians, right? Then we get the change to, I bet Mom would have too. Then, Brongo says, but it's hard to say what that maniac would have done. So, like, the maniac is not, like, gender in a kind of, like, it's not, like, tied to a gender, right? So, could it be referring to, I thought it was referring to, like, the mom, because that's the most recent, the most recent person that was referenced to. Oh, but the next page it says, but still they prepared the ship and made sure it found its way to you. And the doctor didn't prepare the ship. Okay, then maybe it is Yama. So I misread that. Yeah, I think I agree. Yeah, that can. I'll reach out to Tessel just to double check. But yeah. Yeah, now that I'm seeing it, did Brongo have this little mouth thing before this chapter? Shit throw me off. Like, when I saw that mouth moving, I was like, is that water, or is bro talking with that? Is bro talking with that little mouth? Like, he never did, that's new? Got me. What a character. For real, what a character. Like, on page 3, he, like, scratches his head, like, a little bit here. I was like, what the hell? Had me geeking. Kai says, more like the happiest, because it actually gave us hope that Foss might have a chance of gaining happiness. True. This is definitely, like, turning out to a much happier potential conclusion to Foss as a entity, not as Foss, like the what am I trying to say? Like, the environment of Foss and who they are as God is definitely going to die, but the piece that is still Foss will be in a much better environment than with Congo and the Gem Society. And, like, on Twitter, I related that moment when Pebble was saying, what was Pebble saying? It took me right back to Yama and Karen Gorn's conversation, which I didn't think I would relate to that. Oh, here it was. It was just hypothetical, but if we raised the human in you with lots of care, do you think it would be kind? similar to like if we had a child and we gave it all the happiness, would it accept it? Would there be beef between like the races? Felt very very similar in like a train of thought to me. I connected those two moments together. Yeah, the line was super cute. Pebble is just a great character. Like it's actually crazy how good a character Pebble is. Tokit says, we need to get more people caught up. I don't want to force them to read. It's fine. They can wait. They can wait till the series ends and then they can catch up in one chunk. Kier says, when I read the chapter in Japanese, I went crazy. Yeah, facts. I know you did. It's like, it would be interesting to get like the takeaways that the Japanese fandom thinks of this chapter, but like I would just have to use like Google Translate and barely understand what they're saying. So like I'm never gonna look at it from that lens, but like I'm sure their thoughts are completely different than ours. Like even the translators, the Nibblies, like look at Japanese fandom, like just to see if they come up with some insight that they didn't. And like speaking of like Welgatos or Wetagato, I think is how they put it in volume 12. Like they looked, and even the Japanese fandom was like, bro, we have no idea what this is. So like the Nibblies had to like cook something up. Rizzo said, I heard they would announce if it ends on 107, and they haven't, but I don't know. I mean, they did announce like we're in the final stretch, which was, I think, pretty dumb. I think it's dumb of them to even announce that we were in the final stretch. It's better not to know. But my logic is like, and I would have to look at other series, but generally if a series is ending, they're going to get the cover page, right? Like there's no way they wouldn't get a cover page. So I want to see a Happy Foss on the cover. Maybe even Godfoss, because Godfoss has never been on a magazine cover before. Joseph says, when was the last time the name Phosphophylite was spoken? 103, when we got to see that innocent shard of Foss that was still inside Godfoss. I think Brongo says Phosphophylite, like the full name of it. Evening says, we learned Japanese just to read the H&K manga in different light. I mean, I had 3 years if I really wanted to learn Japanese. I just didn't. I'm going to Japan this year too. It's over, bro. It's over. I'm going to go there and be like, hello? Can you take me to Ichikawa? I'm trying to look for a good afternoon magazine. I'll camp outside her house. No, I would get arrested for stalking. Not trying to do that. Holy says the chapter truly had to break the cycle of dread. Facts. Holy, if you're still here, definitely agree with you. I'ma learn Japanese in 2,000 years, trust. Good luck, Osu. Good luck, Osu. Damn, I've been meaning to watch that, but the length has been intimidating. I think I was talking about the 6-hour live stream, probably. Kirsch says it's the first thing you learn about book design. Oh, with like the volume, like yeah. Ichikawa is amazing at like construction. I mean, obviously, like she works for like the week to week because that's the first like that's how the series gets like introduced in a kind of way. But like she tailors it for the volume experience. Like sure, it's like not week to week because it's not a weekly series, but month to month. When it's ready to be compiled, like she's already thinking ahead of like where does this end. Like she's super picky. Like I made a comment on like one of Riz's videos, like how the end of the page for a chapter is always on the right side, and then the beginning of the next page is always on the left side. I don't know if it's always, but like I think it's always. I'm just gonna leave a little bit of ambiguity in case I'm wrong. Because I'm just coming up with things on the top of my head. What's up, Moonchrome? She's here. Ichikawa being a real homie. She's just a lurker. I mean, if she ends it on my birthday, that would be crazy. My birthday is March 24th, by the way. So the chapter would be out by then, most likely. Mio, when's your birthday if you're still here? You said it's close to your birthday. I think I already answered who's your favorite gem. Toki says, wouldn't be surprised if they were cooking without us knowing Studio Orange and they released a trailer when the manga ends. Oh, whew. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. We can only pray for that. We can only pray for that. Also says, Shamu, have you seen the video on how Ichikawa uses negative spaces in her art? I find it very interesting. Yes, most definitely. I love lines in motion. Before they fully blew up, I watched their Witch Hat Atelier video, and I watched their Blue Period video right before, like, I mean, both of those videos have, probably like 500 plus K views at this point. But yes, I did watch it. I shared it. Fantastic. I mean, Lions comes in with a more artistic background. Like, I don't have that art skills. So, I can talk about paneling a little better, but in time. If you guys haven't seen that video from Lions, it's great. Just literally look up, I think it's titled The Art of Negative Space or something like that. Just look up Lines in Motion YouTube and scroll. It's one of the most recent videos. Not the most recent, but it's there. Jissel says, nah, I'd pray. Oh, bro, JJK and memeing everywhere, bro. That's over. Brongo technically saved Foss. Kier, I would say that Pebble convinced Brongo to save Foss, but yes, I agree. Brongo cares. Darsh says, Pat Paracha and Rutile are the best duo, though. Best as in, like, the most toxic, the most dynamic, like, the most interact. They're really good duos in the series. Just Foss's duos alone, but Diane Bort, Pat and Rutile, even, like, someone like Neptunite and Benito, like, that came out of, I mean, it didn't come out of nowhere, but, like, that hit, too. The Amethyst twins, like, there's so many good pairings, like, I wouldn't be able to rank them at all, but Pat just woke up once in a while to spit pure facts. Yeah, Pat I think is like I would consider the originator almost of like the burn the bridge type philosophy, because Pat basically said, like, don't fuck things up. Like, if you get too nosy, like, you're gonna ruin everything. Obviously, like, that notation is different for Burn the Bridge and how Foss interpreted it after seeing Congo's, like, past. But yeah, Yellow and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Zircon. Yeah, we'll go with that. I haven't practiced pronunciations in a while. I'm sorry. I got clowned enough of calling Zircon Zekrom or something from Pokemon. Like, my fault. My fault. That's what I need to do. I need to remake that Yellow video, bro. Like, I'm getting clowned too much. She gave Brongo a mouth this chapter. I read it first thing this morning. I wish I read it. I was, like, going to sleep, and I go to sleep pretty early. I slept at, like, 9:30 last night, give or take. And, like, I was just like, I should read the chapter and let it sit in my brain for a while. So Mems is saying, what's happening? I'm just trying to catch up on chat. What's up, Mems? Energy says, this reminds me, Pokemon Day is on Tuesday. Wonder if Ichikawa will be involved somehow. I don't think it'll be the new gen. It'll probably be remakes or something, so we shall see. We shall see. Joah says, wait, where'd y'all read this? Yes, Jess will answer that, so you can look it up there. Even before Ichikawa comes out with this Zekrom card. Bro, she better not make another card just yet. Tap in at the end of Scarlet and Violet era. We'll be there, but dear Lord. Energy says, I saw an interesting theory that 108 will come out in time for the, how do I pronounce this? Vesak holiday, commensurating birth, enlightenment, or death of Buddha. When is this holiday? Vesak holiday. Oh, May 23rd, 2024? Interesting. What's the difference between Buddha's birthday and Vesak Day? In South and Southeast Asia, the Buddha's birth is celebrated as a part of Vesak, a festival that also celebrates the Buddha's enlightenment on the day of the full moon and his Mahaparinirvana. Vesak is celebrated as a religious and cultural festival in Sri Lanka on the full moon. I mean, again, I don't know enough about Buddhism, but let them cook. Actually, let them cook. Then we don't have to wait 7 months, like my prediction, you know? We only have to wait 2? It's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, the question is this, is Vesak also tied to, like, Zen Buddhism? Because that's more of what Ichikawa pulls from, right? Because she doesn't pull from Buddhism as a whole? Question mark? Don't quote me on that. That'd be cool, though. Said, Manga may have aided in human extinction, but he's a homie. Facts. It's like one of those, it's like your boy or your homie that, like, is, like, a terrible person, but since they're your boy, like, or they're your dude, like, you give them all the, like, you accept them for who they are. That's Bronco. What's up, Sherl? How are you? Evening says, I'm surprised and kind of let down that there's no panels with the moon in these last chapters. I think that's intentional. I think that's very intentional. Very, very intentional. With the full reveal of, like, what the sun is like now. So, yeah. Wasn't it Zen and Pure Land Buddhism? Is that the distinctions? Makes sense. Just out buying some cigs. True, true. I also said the Earth is literally ending. Where are you gonna put the moon over there? Well, there's technically 6 of them, so, like, yeah, maybe they're all cooked, literally cooked, like, or it's gone with the Lunarians. I don't think that Foss's, like, prayer beam or sphere wipes out, like, physical objects, right? So those moons should be there. They're probably empty. Yeah, they're probably empty. But depending on how close the sun is, yeah, I'm sure there's just no more moons left. Kai said, I woke up and the first thing I did was grab my phone to check if the new chapter was out. Facts. Luckily, I have mutuals and homies that tell me when the chapter is out. Sadly, that leads to people, like, adding me, like, leaks or, like, leaked pages or something, and, like, it is what it is. That's just the nature of being a creator. It sucks. I would have to, like, stay off social media completely to not get spoiled. It hasn't been that bad these past few chapters, but started my day crying. For real, for real. Toby says also I watched Apothecary Diaries afterwards. Yeah, Apothecary gas. Is going. I haven't watched the new episode. Damn, bro, that series is also going through a lot of pain right now. Like I don't know if I'll have time to watch it today. I'm so ready. I have like a bunch of seasonal episodes stacked. Don't think I'll get to it today, but. Also says bro gotta cleanse himself from the internet just to not get Rock God spoilers. To be fair, like that's why I don't put like I'm pretty like picky in the way that I present the series, right? Like I don't put pictures of anything but like FOSS from the anime on thumbnails, right? Or like panels from those chapters that are recognizable but obviously like not actually like there's no mention of Godfoss in any of my video thumbnails for a particular reason, because I don't want people that have only watched the anime to run into my thumbnail on their recommended or something because it's associated with Houseki no Kuni, and then they get spoiled, right? Obviously, like no one does that. That's literally just me. Just like the fact that like my live streams are like the Japanese equivalent of when it would release in English, if that makes sense. So like mine are always on the 25th, like roughly around like when it drops. So like for us, right, like the official chapter came out like where my time zone, this is all associated with my time zone, right? I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so it comes out 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. depending on the what am I trying to say? Depending on the if there's a daylight savings on the 24th, right? But it's the 25th in Japan, so my live streams are the 25th around 10. I think 10 is the earliest that I've done it. It's usually around like noon to give people a chance to read it, but Toby says if you do put Godfoss on your thumbnail, anime onlys wouldn't know it's Foss. I mean, true, but like they can make the association with the title or like Foss goes through changes, right? So like it's one of those like I'm just like picky, and once the series ends, when I do like for the Natural Historian playlist that I'm gonna put out, those will have like respective thumbnails for that stage of Foss. So like once the series ends is like open gates, like anything goes. I'll actually have like proper, I literally have proper thumbnails. But yeah. Evening says, since H&K is now so close to its end, do you have any particular series in mind that you're really enthusiastic about, like H&K, to make a lot of videos on? I don't have any, to be honest. I don't think I have any. One being like, I'm extremely like grateful for this community, so I have plenty, and when I mean plenty, like plenty of videos left for Houseki. I need to get out. That'll probably take like up to 2 years to keep you guys like satisfied in the wake of the ending of this series. And I just don't know if I'll like commit to a series this hard ever again. I mean, we'll see. Like I've talked about a couple series that I do like that are my favorites, right? Like I've talked about, they've come in like a form of a podcast in a kind of way that are like more long form and loose. Like I've talked about Blue Period. I've talked about Call of the Night, which ended during hiatus. It did end. I've talked about, what else have I talked about? Chainsaw Man. I've talked about March Comes in Like a Lion. I do have more stuff for March Comes in Like a Lion. Those are the four that I have a kind of like one-off things that I've done. I definitely want to talk about Monogatari more, especially with the announcement for Off and yeah, and Made in Abyss. Wow, I completely forgot. I won't make more Made in Abyss videos, but yes. I think Pooty, I don't know if Pooty put out their video yet. I haven't checked in. I read that new chapter, chapter 67. Gas. Absolute gas. And I do want to finish Zaragoto, right? So, like, there's a few things, and, like, because I'm going to Japan, I want to, like, fully finish like Tatami Galaxy, which is my favorite anime. So like those are things that I have in a pipeline, but like a ride or die type manga again, I'll reconsider it when I'm completely done with Houseki videos. Like when it's completely out of my system, then like I'll move on from it, but it won't be for a couple years. So like you guys will be, even if you don't watch it, right? Like you guys will be satiated to say the least for a while whenever you choose to check out this channel in the end of this thing. Somebody did ask, Mem said, IDK, if you gave your opinion on this yet, but do you think there will be new seasons for the anime adaptation? I'm still coping. The models are so good. I don't think it'll come until the manga ends. I don't think it's possible for it to come. So, we shall see. Shrelp says, I would love to see another podcast on Call of the Night. I actually had an idea for a video for Call of the Night and how it, like, plays with references with Chainsaw Man. But the huge but here, right? Like the huge but here is, oh Kai, you're still here. What's up? The huge but is, so Shogakuken, they go on like copyright like frenzies, right? For like IP that's under them. So like I don't want to get a copyright strike on this channel. So I'm never gonna talk about Call of the Night in its own dedicated video, with any form of panels or stuff. It's just like it's too risky, so I can't. Like I would love to talk about it. I might write it up in like an article or something, but like that's probably it. So like anything that's like under Shogakuken, like it's off limits for me. I just don't want to. I don't want to fight the beast. Like it's too risky. Yeah, I mean the fact that like Kodansha or Karakawa, if you're listening, like the fact that they haven't done anything with Houseki yet, like I'm always like towing the line there. Like they could like take a look at any of my older videos. They're like, this man has panels on there, and he didn't transform the material. We're gonna take him down. You know, they haven't done that yet, but there's always that chance. Maybe when like an anime does come out for season 2 of Houseki, maybe they'll go on a spree and this channel is no longer there. Like that would be the reason that would get me. So, if anything, I'll always back these things up on Patreon or something like that, just in case that there's records for them. But, yeah. Speaking of, like, I do have a Patreon. You don't have to subscribe for it. They're like, so I'll put out when the video for 106 comes out. It'll have a supplementary document with it of things I couldn't cover in the video, but like they're interesting facts like I read on my notes. Like I do that with all the chapters, so I'll put it out and it'll be free. You know, you literally don't have to like do anything. You just have to like type in patreon.com/inspiration. I don't know the link, to be honest, but like you can view it for free. I'm never gonna gatekeep information like that. So like you can like download the PDF, you can share, I don't care. Like but it'll come with like, it'll be like a supplemental thing with it. So I'll put that out whenever it is. To be fair, like these past live streams, eventually like I'll take them down, if that makes sense. Like 96 to maybe 100, I do have panels on there. So like at some point in the future, within the next 2 years, like they're going to be like either unlisted or moved to another platform just for preservation's sake. I don't want to do that, but it's just like fear, to be honest. Like I don't want the channel, like I don't want the history of this channel, and like this is like a form of documentation of an actual historian, right? This is a form of documentation for the fandom from, when did I start? November 2020 to now, right? Like so like I want to keep that as a preservation, but some things are out of my control. Henergy says, I wonder if Ichikawa will make another series right after, or it will be 2,000 years. I don't want her to make another series this like too soon. Toby says this man talked shit about my favorite Euclid-chan. Take his channel down. To be fair, that video is not talking shit about Euclid, even though I'm not saying you misunderstood that, but a lot of people were like giving me flack for it because they, one, didn't watch the video, and two, Cody and I, mainly Cody, but like we cooked an interesting angle that Cody brought up for the first time. Now, do I actually think Euclid is an antagonist? Yes, to some degree, but like they're just terms, right? Like if we say that, like it is. Togi says it's crazy how many times people say cook. Facts, dude. She in the kitchen. She cooking that shit up. How did I get on the tangent? Oh, we were talking about Apothecary Diaries. That's why. Yeah, Apothecary Diaries is gas. Jessel says, oh, that double spread. Yeah. Cook counter when? Just like a love this counter. Speaking of Twitch, every Friday, starting with this coming Friday, Final Fantasy Fridays, baby. Rebirth is coming out. You best believe I'll be playing that. Just a couple hours every day, or every week. So it'll take a while for me to finish that game, but I love Final Fantasy VII, so I'm excited for it. Osu says the art looks so different because most of the panels didn't have much going on in them, and then the last panels were just pure chaos. Yeah, I mean, like, didn't have much in the... I mean, that's a loaded description in a kind of way. Like a lot of, like, the... I don't know if it was, like, clouds or explosion or what she was going for in this case, but, like, it reminded me of when... I don't remember what chapter, but Brongo was like looking up from the bottom of the sea as Foss was praying stuff, and it kind of reminded me of that. Yeah, it kind of looked like water, even though I don't think it is water. Yeah, Jabba. Obsidian says people getting mad over you saying Euclid is an antagonist is wild because like half the gems are antagonists. Yeah, I mean. True, the ones that stayed on Earth technically are antagonists to Foss when they moved up to the moon. Tokit says look up Rel Seas. What is that? Oh, is it a game? 3D experience on Roblox. Oh, I haven't played Roblox in like... since my brother got into it like almost 10 years ago. Not everything's in black and white. True. Holy was saying I wasn't feeling anything while reading until the final part. Feels like it's finally free. True. Thank you, Henergy. Thank you on the congrats on the new job. Yes, sir. The little thingies on the bottom. Yeah. So, like, those blurbs on the bottom, I think Tissel confirmed that those are, like, the editors that they're putting it. I don't think it's Ichikawa that puts it. Maybe not. We don't know. But, like, outside of the author comment, like, when there's, like, full words there, that's usually the editors that are putting it in. Yeah, yellow wasn't an antagonist, I don't think. I'm surprised this yellow poster stayed up. Usually it falls. I was going to make a joke about it, but it's still up, so like, yeah, Tabby, I don't want YouTube to jump on me. Facts. Yeah, Ichikawa was going pretty poetic here. Clay says I just got an ad. Oh, you sent this like 2 hours ago. My fault. I mean, yeah, it is 100% my fault. I put ads just that run periodically. Live streams I could put less ads, I think, but even though they're like, I don't think I can do manual anymore. Videos I have no say in where ads are. That's why I made the that's why I specifically made the video in November about monetization in a kind of way, because I you guys have to like watch that video. It's like I made $1,008, which like I put 1,008 for a reason. It's like a little more than that. But like that explains like why I have memberships now. Like, look, right now it's saying like ads will run shortly for viewers. I can skip it. Let me skip the ads for right now. So I just hit skip ads, so hopefully no one got it. But yeah, for like actual videos now, I used to put only pre-roll, so before the video aired, post-roll, and then like if the video was like long enough, and this only started with the FOSS video, like the hour-long one, I started including mid-roll ads. Yeah, the mid-roll ads. That was, but I started on the first mid-roll like maybe 30 minutes into the hour and 8 long video. Just because I don't want to break immersion for, obviously like not everyone gets those ads, but like watching the video, especially if you don't have premium or ad block or whatever, like it does like break immersion in a kind of way, and I want to mitigate that as much as possible. So like my ads were very calculated within those videos, but YouTube kind of took that away from me, so like it is what it is. Goodbye, Toby. Goodbye, Toby. Have a good night. I think it's the 26th for you anyways, so you're ahead. Togit says, have you seen Solo Leveling? I've read it all the way. I have been watching it. I did like the one, my favorite part of the entire series was like in episode 6, I think. Yeah, episode 6. Live, laugh, lapis. And I did like how they adapted it, but I haven't decided if I'm going to stick around for the full season or not. If I like fall too far behind, like I'm going to drop it, but that's just how I am with seasonals. Here's the creator of the amazing Sand Chronicles. Oh, is that who fuck, I wish I saw this message earlier. Is that who Hinako Ashihara is? Okay. I think this is Russian. Bazum. I have no idea what you said, but you put a smiley face. Thank you. Thank you, my goat. I don't know if you understand anything I'm saying, but thank you. Oh, Toby responded to it. Okay, good. Okay, those were the gifted memberships. All right. Kai says the Rocks and Brongo coming back from Foss and not leaving him alone again. Yeah, I thought that was a beautiful moment. I'm glad that they actually came back. Like I'm super glad that they actually came back. Damn, bro, I just checked the time. We're getting close to 2 hours. I'm not going to cross a 2-hour part. There's no way. My voice is going to give out again. We still got a bit. Let me try to catch up more. No break. Oh, shit. Did it just skip? Alright. It cucked me. It literally skipped, like, a lot of chat. So, again, I'll go back. I always read all the chat, so if I didn't answer your stuff, it scrolled back to when Donnie said, what do you think will happen next chapter? My fault, guys. I'm just literally too slow. Toby said Foss needs to work in retail. What is that in... Oh, is that the final statement? The editor one? The now jobless Foss. Yo, somebody needs to make the unemployment guy but put Foss on there. Shit would geek. That would be funny. Togit says Relseas is really good One Piece game in development that's unique on Roblox. Interesting. I usually don't play anime games to begin with, so it's not for me, but when it comes out, I mean, I'll at least look at it. Thank you for that. Houseki says, I wonder why Ventricosis didn't take Foss's original legs. Oh, Houseki, it's because they felt guilty because Foss, forgave them for their betrayal. and said like at least I'll be of value for you. So they literally, I don't know if like pity is the right word, but they like that's why they didn't take their legs, or they gave the agate as a gift almost. Speaking of this chapter, right? Like they talked about how like everything was super calculated. Like I don't agree with that. Let me see if I can find it. Like I actually I don't agree with that at all. Those ads are too annoying. I'm sorry, Taffy. When I see it pop up, I'll press skip. But where did he say you could only revive? Oh, okay, here. It was on page 5. Brongo says, I mean, you know better than anyone how precisely calculated their plans were, no? There's like no way you can control to like such a high confidence interval of like getting like how do you control the fact that because like in this case like ventricosis' interaction with Phos, right? Like you can't control the fact that ventricosis would give agate in return, right? Phos could just never have legs ever, you know? Like how do you control for that? The way that I explained it in the Phos No Longer Human video is like you cast out a wide net of schemes, some of them work, and you play according to that. I feel like that's a better interpretation of it than like precise calculations. Like that's impossible to do. You can't I mean, I guess what they're implying with this is like they've literally fabricated everything. A plan is a plan. It's not going to go accordingly. If it did, then like we wouldn't need Phos. Someone smart like Lapis like would have been better, you know? Like in all honesty, like good thing I did read I have watched Bleach. So I understand this. Nah, bro, they were island. It was all part of a plan. Yeah, okay. All right, buddy. Did they even know it was going to be Phos? I mean, maybe. I think they were like, oh, like, this gem is like a good asset potentially. Because usually whenever they talk about the plan on the moon, those gems kind of like self-destruct. Phos didn't. There's no way for them to know if Phos like wouldn't, right? Evening says maybe if we looked at it in the Japanese, it wouldn't sound like that. Maybe. I can't make that call because I can't read it, but yeah. Again, all of these translations, right, are going to be not really changed, but we'll get a different version of them when volume 13 comes out in English. So like all of these thoughts that we have, these speculations, like they're not set in stone. Like the fact that I don't call Enma or Acmea those names anymore, right? I call them Yama because that's how the official translators said Yama's name. So like we make adjustments as new information comes out. Togit says, have you seen Has Been Hotel? No, I have not. During this hiatus, I did see is it over the garden wall? Like some kids get lost in woods. I saw that. It was pretty cute. I liked it. Kaye says, I guess following the ship of Theseus. Oh, Kaye, I think you had another comment. I don't know how long ago it was, but you were saying that there were shadows of the moon. If you're still here, Kaye, could you point out which page had those shadows of the moon? That would be pretty interesting to talk about. Obviously, I'll give you credit, like I usually do, for people that come up with brilliant stuff, but was there shadows of the moon anywhere? Or moons? I don't know. There's a lot going on in these pages, so I'm not sure. And Toby said, well, Phos's torso has always been Phos until God. Yeah. And we didn't even know that there was a piece of Phos left until 103. Or is it 102? I think it was 103. Oh, this was like a I trust you. Yeah, everyone that Foss actually trusted ended up betraying her, didn't help him. Yeah. Jesus says, "Can we call it a ship of Theseus when we're when he left 75% of the ship to melt with the rest of a dying planet?" True. I don't know too much about that theory of the ship of Theseus, other than like what people have mentioned it in videos, because Houseki is like a I wouldn't say a breeding pot. I guess it's a melting, or like the ship of Theseus always comes up when people talk about Houseki. I've never referenced it because I haven't looked into the theory or the concept that much to make something out of it. Similar to like how I haven't done anything on like Kintsugi, which is a pretty big part of Houseki. But there is a video that does talk about Kintsugi that came out a couple years ago, which is a really good video. The final page. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit! Good shout, Kai. Good shout. Yes, those are the moons. They're still there. I mean, they're literally getting cooked. And not in a good way. They're literally getting cooked with the Earth here. But yeah, it is the last page. Good stuff. That's a good find. Water Bottle said maybe the inclusions moved into all the other parts, like how the Foss's inclusions moved into gold and legs. Yeah, true. It is in the final page. I do see the moons. They're in like the light of the sun, and there's like different streaks. Like Ichikawa cooked so hard she burnt the planet. Facts. Could it be Lapis's influence, since the gold Godfoss probably had access to their abilities? Yeah, of like giving instructions to the inclusions. Sure, but the problem is like even Foss like didn't know. I mean, maybe they did know that they had a piece of the old Foss in them. Oh, I see it. Ads will run shortly for some viewers. Skip ads. When I'm vigilant. There's like there's 6 black dots in the light next to the Earth that's getting cooked. Those are the moons, because there's 6 moons. It's a safe assumption to make. Riza said Foss's inclusions hate their original self. That's why they left, I think. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Kai says you could say that the latest chapters were fire. True. True evening. 2 chapters left, and we never got an explanation to Melon's watermelon thunder powers. Facts. We did never. It might have been like a offshoot of some lore book that isn't translated properly or fully, or properly, I guess is the right word, because I don't trust most translations, because one, I don't know Japanese, and like the ones I trust, I will follow them to the end of the earth. The official translators, the Nibblies, did say like we have to get Katakawa or Kodansha to actually like, there needs to be enough interest in these lore books to get a translation, right? So like that'll be one thing that I'll work towards as I build a future relationship with Kodansha or Studio Orange. We'll see when if that ever happens. That's like more professional Shamu plays, you know. Like, there's only so much a YouTube channel can do, especially one that's sub 10K subscribers. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. If you're almost 2 hours into the stream and you haven't subscribed, or I did forget to mention this, like the stream. I always forget. I'm such a terrible streamer, bro, because I don't stream. Like, I know YouTube made an update. If I say like the stream, does the little icon, the like icon, like sparkle or something, or is that only for videos and it doesn't work for streams? Osu said, for me, it just looks like Godfoss and Gemfoss are separate motherfuckers. Yeah. Nothing happened to that? It's okay. It's okay. It does for videos now. So, like, in the new video, like, in my 106 video, I will, like, say, like and subscribe or some bullshit. Like, usually I just say subscribe. sometimes when I do have a call to action, but I'll add the like part just to see if it sparkles. It might just be for videos. I don't think it's for live streams then, if nothing happened. Evening says, I hope we get a flashback panel to the Gems and Lunarians one last time before Foss is stalled. Yes, 100%. I hope we get that in 107. I hope we get that in 107. This is where I talked about Dune. Water Bottle says, "Oh yeah, I sometimes see the like bar sparkle." Yeah, that's why it sparkles. They added that feature pretty recently. This was when we were talking about Brongo. Yes, thoughts, thinker. Someone insults. Brongo got meteors on speed top. Yo mama jokes. Breaking the internet, I talked about that. Talked about how it was small. Oh, maybe direct mention of Watanabe. Tissel shoulders. Yeah, we talked about the Maniac, and I guess it is referring to Yama. I'll look more into that to see. Expectation. Omedeto. Fosu. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, I think someone did mention, I don't know if it probably got skipped, if it would be similar to Evangelion episodes 25 and 26. That was very like production driven from my understanding, so like we can't expect that as like the aesthetic or move, you know? I don't think there's any production issues for these chapters. It's more an Ichikawa issue. Who knows? Guy says reading H&K is the manga version of trauma bonding. Oh, true? True? Yeah, Foss the concept versus Foss the individual. I think that's what I was talking about when Foss as a concept will survive the ending. Oh, good shout, Water Bottle. I also found in chapter 102, page 13, Pebble calls Brongo Pitta Pat. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me fact check that real quick. 102. Page 13. These two are our new friends, aren't they? Yeah. Water. Pitta Pat scene. Pitta Pat. Are you talking about me? Do you see me? Oh, okay. Okay, so Pitta Pat is, I guess to be fair, like the reason why everyone's calling Brongo is because I saw Solris call them Brongo, and I was like, this is genius. And then like, so like I ran with it, and now I think that's just like a standard. But I guess their real name is Pittapat. Pittapat. Maybe I'll start referring them to Pittapat then. My fault, guys. It's not the first time I've done this shit. Oh, Pittapat. Pittapat. Gissel said, from being born out of production issues, Eva 25 and 26 really seemed like the height of what Eva wanted to convey. I mean, true. When I first watched it, which was I think in 2021, because I hadn't watched it when I made the 95 chapter review, because I called it End of the Lustrous, as like a cheeky, because there was like a 20-40 second video on like that had like the end of Eva but with Ichikawa in the background, and I think it was Foss. So like I made like a cheeky nod to that, but I hadn't actually seen Evangelion, so I saw it well after. I have thoughts on 25 and 26 and Evangelion in general. That's not for here or there. I am going to see End of Evangelion is coming to theaters, so I did book tickets for that. I think it's in March 15th, 17th? March 17th. So that'll be before 107 comes out. So Water Bottle says, I haven't seen Evangelion yet. You should definitely watch it. It's one of those, like, when they say classics, like, it's one of those, like, it has significance, like, culturally. So, like, even someone like me that doesn't like mechs in general, like, I still enjoy the series to some degree. But those are my biases. Well, a Goto. Mike says, reject Cinephos, embrace Brongophos. Yeah. Hey, yo. Oh, shit. True. I've been, like, passively catching them, but... Oh, fuck. Hold on. Let me turn on my Go Plus. I did get some shinies yesterday. No Yuxi or anything like that. I did catch a Yuxi Osu, but... Let me pull my shinies from yesterday. Shiny. Recent. This is what I got. I got a bunch of the hat. So from this hat right here, Pikachu, to the others. That's what I caught. Not bad. I did like I got the origin Palkia. But Pokemon Go stream when? That would be more IRL. It feels like too much work. I do have like little shorts here and there that like don't have notifications, but yeah, that's my second shiny Dialga too, actually. Anyways, but I don't want to walk around today. I'm too tired, to say the least. It is Pogo. Yeah, Mike said something about like Cinephos. I don't really believe in ships in general, so like I don't have anything to comment there. I can't even do those raids because my mons are weak. You should do ones where like, you should do ones when there's especially with these events, like there should be a lot of people raiding, so like the lobby should fill up. Like you don't have to do much damage, you'll still get it. If I see any Osu, I don't know if I have you as a friend. Can you put it in the channel, like the Pokemon channel in the server? Speaking of, let me just share the server. People that are here, I don't know if everyone is part of the server, but let me share it. Jessel said, inspiration was about to storm Kodansha in that one Doom meme and go, where is Haruko Ichikawa? Oh, that would be funny. Oh, shit. Let me share the Discord. So if anyone has Discord, I do have a server. I didn't make it, I think the term is like semi-public. I'm never going to make it fully public, but semi-public. But for those that like stay this long into the streams, if you aren't a part of the server yet, like this is your chance to join if you'd like to. The link like expires in a couple days, so like it's not the end of the world. You just got to show up to live streams and like premieres for videos. I'll put the server link there. And you just said also in Scarlet Violet, make sure to check the shiny raid. 3 free shinies. Oh, for real? Yes, I will check that. Toby said, I wonder how Ichikawa's work schedule looks like. Yeah, I wonder. If I ever get to meet her, I'll ask. Like, I'll ask. I definitely missed this. Kai said, Pat is the realest one. They lost a fight once and chose to stay asleep. That was a geek. That's funny. That's actually funny. Kai also said, Foss X Happiness, the only ship the entire fandom can agree on. Facts. Nah, I'd sleep. One last flashback. Evening said Ichikawa on Pal World. Gem pals that shatter. I mean, there is the Lustrous Spirit fan game by Overcast and oh, it's about to run some ads for you guys. Let me skip it. I can't play it because I don't have like a non-Mac that's like old, but I'll play it eventually. I think they updated it pretty recently at the end of 2023, but yeah, I'll play it eventually. If I do, I'll stream it, I guess. Like, if they let me, I'll reach out to ask. Yeah, Mac is not designed for games, but this laptop is like older than, it's almost a decade old, and it's barely hanging on. So once it breaks, I'll actually have to be forced to buy it. It's gone with the Lunarians. The moons are cooked. Oh, we talked about the moons. Oh, is this a Foss praise away Goku easy clap? What the hell? What were we talking about there? I literally don't even remember that. Gotta defend the homies no matter what. Yeah, I think we will get a Foss happy ending, Rize. Nice to see you. Foss erasing planets. I'm sure they could have probably wiped the sun if they wanted to, you know? They just never did, and that, like, that ability just disintegrates over time, so... Yeah, fan art is god tier. Literally. It's so good. Vicky Tubble says you could try a Blam. Yo, I do want to read Blam. I love the concept of it and the architecture. I think Dami Lee, I think that's the YouTube channel. They made like an architecture of Blam. The only thing is I don't want to read it digitally. I want like those master editions to read it, because like that's gonna hit like crack. So when I do get those and I do read it and I love it, maybe I make a video, because I definitely love, like, I read pretty recently, I read Opera, and that, the like paneling layout for all of that was great too. Oh, Fosenheimer is real. Yeah, Made in Abyss is also great. I think I have like one Made in Abyss video, which is like an anime update for the like the value system. And using like anime clips. I think I have some. I want to work on that, but I it seems like a lot of work, so I just haven't done it, because it's just like refreshing the original video that I put out long time ago at this point. Bro, is somebody like sawing a wall? Why do I don't know if you, I don't think you guys will hear it, but bro just carrying around a Goliath of a water bottle. Yeah, it's a half gallon. I don't know what that converts to in liters, but it's a half gallon. It's not actually Yeti, by the way. It's like a Amazon knockoff that I stuck a Yeti sticker on. I'm not sponsored by Yeti. Yeti, if you want to sponsor me, I'll take the money, you know. I haven't taken any sponsors, so if I do take a sponsorship, you guys will be the first to know it, and it'll better be something that I actually like use on a day-to-day basis. Oh, you can hear the sawing? Oh, hell. I'm a water bottle. Water bottle. Made in China, Yeti. Bro, who is getting sawed up, bro? I assumed, I mean, the fan, like, the laptop is screaming like it normally does, but no, it's not the fan, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, cook counter when we talked about antagonists. Alright. We're a little over 2 hours at this point, so I'm gonna call it. My ass is tired. I'm too old for this. Literally, the video will come out ideally sometime this week, so please look out for it and watch it. Kodansha sponsorship incoming. That would be crazy. If I could give out, like, in this case, volume 13, I would love to do that. I would love to give you guys some volume 13 that I don't have to pay for myself. That would be really cool. We have Yeti at home. I wish I got to talk to, like, I was so busy just running around at Anime NYC, I never stopped by the Kodansha stand. So I'll try this year to, like, start some connections there, but we'll see. Kai says, looking forward to joining more streams. This was fun. Yes, sir. We got about 2 more of these Houseki live streams left, but I do stream on Twitch every Friday for a couple hours. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Zepsidian. Thanks for the stream. I'm lucky I managed to wake up early so I can catch it. I usually wake up much later. Shoutouts. Yeah, it is a Sunday for me. What day would the next stream? When is it? I should be. Oh, it's a Monday. Oh, fuck. I go in that day. I'll figure it out. But it's a Monday. That's annoying. And then if we get a chapter in April, that's a Thursday, so I can do that during my lunch break. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for stopping by, everyone. I'll see ya. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace, peace.